Hello, happy weekend. I want to talk to us about stress. Stress is a silent killer in the world right now, and stress is something that is the negative effect is underrated. Stress comes from the accumulation of pressure. It can be from your work, it can be from family, it can be from friends, it can be from unachieved expectations. For instance, you set goals this year that by December you should have built your house, but by December you've not even bought a plot. So all those things can accumulate to stress, and stress can lead to depression. Stress can lead to you being unfriendly with people, and it can affect your job, it can affect your family, it can affect your friends, it can affect your relationships, and at the long run, it affects the entire family. There are times that even people commit suicide as a result of stress. And the thing with stress is that it doesn't just come at once, it's a gradual process. One step, it takes one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. And so if you are not smart enough, or if those around you are not smart enough to notice it and to call you to order, it becomes a problem, and before they want to realize it, it might be too late. Now, the first thing you need to understand in life is that failure is allowed. That you are 45 years old and you don't yet have a job is okay. That you are 50 years and you have not yet gotten married is okay. That you are 90 years and you don't have a child, it's okay. That you invested all your money in a business, you even borrowed 100 million and put in the business, and the business still failed, it's okay. That you woke up one morning and your house got into flames, your car got burned, and they sack you from your job, it's okay. Now, life is 10% what happens to us, and 90% how we react to what happens to us. The first thing that you need to ask yourself in any given situation is, oh, let's say your house got burned. God forbid your house will not get burned in Jesus' name. But let's say your house got burned, a house of maybe like 1 billion that you built. The first thing you should ask yourself is, what happened? Was there anything I should have done that I didn't do? Maybe in the time of building the house, you hired an electrician that is not a professional to wire your house, and he made some errors. That's why there was on short circuit and it caught fire. Was I too careless that I left my children in the house that are still minors, and they went and on the gas and they couldn't use it and it got burnt? What is my fault in it? You are not looking for your fault to blame yourself. You are looking for your fault so that you can manage the situation the next time, so you can adjust the next time to learn from your mistake. Oh, you invest in a business 100 million and the business went down the drain. What happened? Was I too quick in accepting this business proposal? Did I took precautionary measures? Did I did some investigation about this business? You learn and move on. Listen, no matter how much you've lost today, it doesn't stop you from gaining tomorrow. That you lost 10 billion today does not stop you from having 3 trillion tomorrow. Don't get that twisted. Now, at times, too much expectation of people can equally lead us to stress, that can lead to depression, and even worse. Oh, I'm in love with my spouse. Oh, I bought my spouse a Range Rover, bought her a house, bought her like gave her heaven and earth, and I found out that okay, she wasn't being honest to me. Oh, how could this happen to me? After all I've invested in this relationship, how could she do this to me? It's normal. It's human tendency. It's human tendency. It's normal. Now, when a situation like that happens, don't only look on how much you've invested in the relationship. Ask yourself, did I do anything wrong? Oh, let's assume okay, I bought my wife a house, bought her a car, send her abroad, give her a lavish lifetime. But I'm not giving her time. People need my attention. My wife needs my attention. But I was never giving her my attention. I was giving her all the money in the world, all the luxury in the world, but I was never giving her my attention. She calls me, oh babe, I want to see you. Oh honey, I'm in Dubai. Honey, I'm in Bangkok. Honey, I'm in New York. Honey, I'm in Miami. Honey, I'm attending a business meeting here, going for a conference there, having all engagement around the world. And I'm not giving her time. I push her to do it. I should be honest enough to say, babe, I'm sorry, and let me make amends. And, you know, create time for her. That is how we should reason. You can't buy somebody's emotion. Don't get it twisted. So now, the first thing to prevent stress is, first of all, to look for your fault in any situation and try to ameliorate it so that the situation should not occur the next time. We need to be honest to ourselves when we are wrong and make adjustment. That's the first. The second thing is, don't be in a toxic environment hoping that things will get better when you know it is not within your reach to ameliorate the situation. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're in a neighborhood where there are a lot of gangsters, very, very unsafe. Now, how can you change a neighborhood? You can't change the neighborhood, the people around there. Gangsterism is the order of the day, drugs is the order of the day, crime is the order of the day. They find it normal in that neighborhood. You can't change that, but you can change the neighborhood. So, being in that neighborhood will only cause you more problems. But if you change the neighborhood, it saves you from problems. So, because there are times that even maybe in your marriage, you can have an argument with your spouse. You realize that being in the house will create more tension. What do? You just take a walk. As you are taking a walk, it is giving your spouse time to reflect on what just happened. Before you come back, you realize that things have been settled. Your spouse have had some time to reflect. You have had some time to reflect. You come back and, oh, babe, I'm sorry. I overstepped my boundaries. Oh, babe, I'm sorry. I started it. Things become normal. But being in the same place with your spouse, when there is a heated argument, it can result to other things, and that can increase your stress level. Another thing is that learn to be a solution giver. Now, most of the time, we don't find ourselves useful because we are not providing something to people. In any relationship that you are only the receiver and you have nothing to give in return, you will end up being disrespected and you end up being frustrated. You end up being relegated at the background. In any relationship, be it at your job, be it your friends, be it your spouse, be it your siblings, be it in the church, anywhere, make sure you have something to give. Once you have something to give, you'll be at peace. But once you don't have something to give, I tell you, you'll feel frustrated. And above all, know that good things happen to everybody, bad things happen to everybody. So because your car get burned does not mean you have committed an atrocity and God is trying to repay you back. Because you lost your job does not mean you have hurt somebody or your ancestors have hurt somebody and the universe is trying to repay you back. Good things happen to everybody, bad things happen to everybody. At times, the way we interpret things can lead us to stress. And above all, learn to relax yourself. Don't compact your life with too many activities. Learn to have free time of your own. You can just go to the beach to take a walk. You can just take a walk in the neighborhood. Don't have this robotic lifestyle. Oh, I'm going to work. After work, I go to church. After church, I go and see my brother. After I see my brother, I go to a wedding. No. Learn to have time for yourself to sit and reflect. Time to sit and relax. And above all, always explain yourself to those around you for them to understand your actions that you're taking, for them to understand the reason why you behave the way you behave, especially to your spouse and your children. God bless you, and I pray that you will never have stress again in your life, and you will never be depressed in your life, and you will have a happy life ever after. God bless you.